In this video, I'm going to show you how to program the Microsoft Surface dial for the keyboard shortcuts to use in Camtasia Studio. So this helps me with my video editing process. To start with, I'm going to go into the wheel settings that you can just find by clicking on the search icon or the Windows icon and then searching for wheel settings. And this works both for Windows 10 and for Windows 11. So to map the keyboard shortcuts, I'm going to add a custom tool to my wheel. And then I can program that for what happens when the dial is rotated right or left or pressed down to do a click. Now the way that I use this is I make my rotate right to go forward in the timeline. And the shortcut for that is just a period or a full stop. And then for my rotate left, I want to go backwards in my timeline. And for that, I just need a comma. And finally, I use my click shortcut to delete a piece of video and move all of the video to the right of it to snap into that place to fill the gap. So this is a cut in Camtasia Studio. And the shortcut for that is Control X. So now I have this custom tool that should appear on my wheel. Let's go see that in action. So here I am in Camtasia Studio 2020, and this also works for 2021, and I want to do some video editing. If I press down on my Surface dial, which is sitting on my desk, with my left hand, it brings up the menu and I can scroll over to my custom tool and press down on the dial again. So now my custom tool is selected. What it will let me do is use the programming for those keyboard shortcuts. So as I rotate the dial right, it will move forward in the timeline, rotate it left, and it'll move back in the timeline for me. And say I want to cut out a piece, I'll get it into the right spot. Now I use my mouse with my right hand and drag it across to say, yeah, that looks like a good starting spot. And then when I press down on my Surface dial, it cuts out that piece of video and moves everything over. So that's how I tend to do my video editing. I'm not touching the keyboard at all, and it's purely just my Surface dial in my left hand and my mouse in my right hand, and it makes it a lot faster to do my video edits.